Now, the problem is whenever we search for properties online, especially property in Airbnb or Agoda and all of that, hello everybody and welcome to a fresh and all new video. Now, I have been living in Manali for the past approximately 3 months and definitely I have spent a decent amount of money in terms of food and accommodation, of course. And very often people have asked me, how much money do you spend on a per month basis whenever you travel slow and travel long? But I guess I've never answered that. So today in this video, I'm going to be talking about the cost of living in Manali. In this video, I'm going to be primarily talking about 4 things. Number 1, what must be your budget if you're planning for a long-term stay? And by long-term stay, I mean at least a minimum of 1 month. Second, will your property include food along with accommodation or not, because that really matters. Third is my personal cost that I've spent approximately on a per month basis. Number 4, which I feel is very important, is how to search a beautiful property in the mountains for a long-term stay. No, usually you can never get them online. So if you're looking out for these details and information, make sure to watch this video till the end and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. By the way, it's such a beautiful spot over here. I keep searching for, such amazing spots around the property, around Manali. Watch out for my other videos for that. Coming to the first point, what should be your budget when you are planning to do a slow travel of at least maybe 1 month? So let's talk on a per month basis. But before that, I want you to understand that when we talk about or when you see any kind of videos on YouTube about living in Manali, it is primarily not the main town of Manali, which is usually called as New Manali or Main Manali. There are other areas, for example, Old Manali, Vashisht, Alio, Goshal, Dhungri, even a place called Nasogi. So ऐसे 5-6 जगह है. There are around 5 to 6 different places which are collectively called as Manali. Okay. Now, according to me, the budget varies a little bit based on the place. For example, if you are living or searching for a property in Old Manali, the main advantage is that there are so many cafes and eateries out here. So usually when you reach out to properties for a long-term stay, there are rooms with kitchen as well as there are rooms without kitchen. So the majority of the rooms that you will come across is definitely without kitchen. So in that case, usually they will charge you approximately maybe 15 to 20,000 per month. Now, if you are going to go out for your meal every single day to some costly cafes, your monthly budget is going to go over 40,000 for sure. So rule number 1 is, whenever you are searching for a property, make sure that you ask them the price inclusive of food, because in that case, 2 things. I think first, you're going to definitely cut down on a lot of cost. Second is you will get some decent amount of healthy food. I feel that's important. And considering that approximately during the peak tourist season, okay, it should probably be anything in between to 20 to 25,000 per month, including food. Now, of course, it varies from properties to properties. You can also get places which can charge you maybe 50,000 per month. So I'm not talking about very high-end properties. I'm talking about something which is within a decent budget. Okay. Coming to the next point, do properties include food? Most of them do. And it will definitely be advisable to consider a property which includes food for obvious reasons. Okay, because otherwise, you go out to any cafe, Well, honestly, even a chicken sandwich or a paneer sandwich or something like that will cost you more than $200 at most places. You will end up spending maybe $700-800 or maybe 1,000 if you go to some costly cafes per day just on your food. So now coming to the third part is how much money am I spending approximately per month for my living in Manali days. Okay, to be straightforward, very simple, I'm spending 12,000 per month without food, and I live in a room which has a kitchen because I always prefer to cook my own meals as much as possible. Of course, I have gone out and gone to so many different cafes and restaurants, so another food kind of vlog is coming out soon. But the reason why it is 12,000 is because I came here during an off season. Alright, now in the month of April, the same room is not going to cost you less than probably 18 or 19,000 or any similar properties in and around Manali. It's not a very huge room, to be honest, but it serves my purpose, which is a kitchen and a washroom, of course. Apart from that, I buy my own groceries and go out to cafes sometimes and restaurants. I have coffee and food and all of that. So what I've calculated is approximately my monthly expenditure stays within 20,000, including food, which includes outside food as well as the groceries and all the items that I buy to cook myself in my room, which is something I really love. So this is the cost. Okay, so that extra 8,000 can, go up and down. Now, how do I search for properties, whether it was Kashmir or McLeodganj last year or anywhere else in the past 1.5 years? Okay, before that, I have a feeling it's going to rain. So how to search good properties for a long-term stay? Now let's understand one thing. When you are going to stay in a property for a longer time, I personally feel the property should be within your budget. Second, in a good location with maybe a good view or something. Third, the room should be little bit, it should have that coziness because you're going to stay for a month or 2 or 3, whatever. And in my case, preferably having a kitchen, right? Now, the problem is whenever we search for properties online, तो उसमें क्या होता है, they will always be at a slightly higher cost because the owners have to pay a certain commission. Second is there are a lot of local properties which are not listed online. You might just search, you find them on Google. They will be having a location, a pin on Google Maps, but they will not be available in all these booking apps or something like that. Okay. So what do I do basically? I book, let's take an example of Manali. So I came here approximately 10 days before I actually wanted to stay in a long-term property. So for those 10 days, of course, I book anything from Airbnb or maybe Make My Trip. Most of the time it's Airbnb. And during those 10 days, what I do is I walked around a lot. I went to Old Manali, Vashisht, Alio, and so many other places, okay? And searched for at least, I guess, 8 to 10 properties in the month of January when I came. So that is what I do. I book a property maybe for a week or 10 days online. And when I'm staying, at least for 2, 3 or 4 days, I go out and I search for properties in which I would love to stay. Very similar to how you probably search a 1 BHK home in, let's say, any cities like Bangalore. So it's a very similar process. So I do it offline. I talk to owners face to face or the property caretakers face to face. Usse kya hota hai? First thing, you get a lot of great options. Second, you have a very, very, very beautiful chance of bargaining and getting the cost within your budget. And it also feels good, right? Okay, this is how this property looks in reality. If any one of you have any other suggestions, do feel free to comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and let me know how you find this video. I really hope this has helped you in some or the other way if you want to come to Manali or go anywhere else for a long-term stay. So do leave your comments, your thoughts below in the comment section, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I'm going to put up a lot of other videos from Manali, and a few videos are already up, so check them out. What a beautiful day today. Is approximately 16 degrees Celsius, no sun. Oh, what a feeling, man.